All right, guys. So I just recently issued a red alert on silver. And the reason why I wanted to, the core reason, or one of the reasons why I issued that red alert isn't just because of the insane dynamics. Let me just wait for this airplane to pass me by here. Alrighty. So the reason why I wanted to talk about silver is because I went to buy silver myself. So this is a red alert where I'm putting skin in the game. And I went over to my local coin shop, which I haven't visited the place in a while, just to be fair and transparent. But when I went there, the place was just absolutely packed. Now I've been to the coin shop several years before, but it's never been this crazy. I could always just go over there, buy what I want with very minimal wait, if there ever was a wait time. So I go over there, and I think it's like at 11 in the morning, late morning, and the place is packed. And so I'm like, oh man, it's just not, I don't want to sit here for hours just to get some silver rounds. So I decided, you know what, I'm going to come back. I'm going to come back towards the closing time. So hopefully by then all the people would have filtered out. So I come in about half an hour before close, or maybe like 20 minutes actually before close. And the place is still packed. It's still as packed as it was before. I'm like, oh my God, I'm never getting my silver coins unless I go through this awful wait list. I'm just waiting and finally I get my silver. But good Lord, it's a long wait. There's a lot of a lot of astute investors, and a lot of people with big money. Because when I was there, there were people, high dollar clientele, okay, putting in hundreds of thousands of dollars into gold and silver. No shit there, okay? I saw another lady who was buying, looked like it must have been like at least $50,000 worth of precious metals. Again, I'm not kidding you, $50,000 worth of precious metals. Here's another thing. A lot of folks don't want me to get all racial and stuff, but look, I can't. Yeah, this is the reason why. That's the. That's the don't get racial airlines. But I can't help but notice certain, racial observations. Okay, I'm a sociologist at heart, so I notice these things. I'm not making a comment about it necessarily. I'm just saying I notice these things. Okay, and it's mostly white folks. Actually, it's all just white people that were buying up precious metals. Okay, so it's the white people that are scared of this economic situation. When white people get scared, I get scared. Okay, because they're the ones that are watching CNBC and Bloomberg and all this other granular high level stuff, right? They're the ones that are paying attention to the Federal Reserve. You don't see other folks necessarily. And it's a stereotype, but geez, you don't really see too many other folks. I'm not including Asians in that. I'm not, you don't see too many folks paying attention to this stuff. So it's white people. White people are scrambling for cover. That just tells me something, because it's basically the white folks that can afford to put $50, $100, $200,000 into precious metals and not even think twice about that purchase. Okay, so granted, you don't have to take my word for it, okay? For obvious security and privacy reasons, I didn't take pictures of what was going on in the gold and silver shop. Okay, you'll just have to take my word for it. And of course, it's going to be anecdotal. It's just a stupid YouTube video. I don't have much clout on YouTube anyways, but I'm telling you, there's a lot of stuff that's going down that you don't really appreciate because it's not broadcast on your local media. It's not broadcast certainly on national media. You know, what's interesting is that seems like to me the national media would much rather talk about cryptocurrencies. They'd much rather have you talk. They'd much rather talk about and do stories about Bitcoin. They won't really do stories about gold and silver, but gold and silver right now, and especially silver, is the story here because it is ridiculously undervalued. Now, I think Bitcoin is also undervalued, believe it or not. I think that in this leg up, we're going to see eventually Bitcoin $40,000 or $50,000. So yeah, I'm not trying to say, hey, avoid Bitcoin. That's not the point at all. But what I'm trying to say is that silver is probably the most undervalued asset that I can think of that's practical and liquid. And that's why I'm issuing this red alert. I think we're going to see some serious stuff happen in the silver market. I just want to let you guys know that. Okay, I'm putting my money where my mouth is. What I can show you is a silver that is some of the silver products that I purchased over there. I can show you that. Okay, yeah. Other than that, you'll just kind of trust me at my word. But I would encourage you to go talk to, if you really don't believe me, go talk to some of the gold and silver brokers out there, okay? Because I talked to my broker, and he said, yeah, the business just has blown up, especially with what the Federal Reserve did, where they basically are saying, we will leave open the door for interest rate modulation. Okay, they're going to leave open that door, so interest rates could be artificially lowered for quite a while, or however long the central bank has to keep it low. But this is a very, very interesting time, and you really want to protect yourself. If you haven't gotten into precious metals, it's a perfect time because prices are still relatively deflated from against prior year highs. So, sorry, this is just sort of like an on-the-go video. I really haven't had time to outline this, so it's sort of like just a rant, really. But it's an educational rant. At least I hope you think it is an educational rant, because this is one of the most undervalued assets, like I said, and this situation I really don't think can last. So watch out for the silver price while the airplanes fly.